right, ladies and gentlemen, I got the champion here before you, humbly gracing us with his presence. Take a breather, my man. I'm here with Cobalt, two-time winner of Fight Pit. First time ever. Cobalt, how you feeling, man?
Did that just happen?
Yeah! You made history, brother.
I was struggling so much in that grand final.
Holy smokes. All right, so like, ton of Marth is top 8.
Yeah.
Like, pretty scary. It's the year of the Marth. Zane's on a tear.
Yeah.
Three really good Marths, and I think you played all of them. Did you play Calvar?
I didn't play Calvar.
Okay.
Dodged Calvar, but I played Cactuar. Well, Cactuar only went Marth in that one FD game.
Right.
And then Jake and Shaken and Stango.
Right. So this is cool. So you also teamed with the Marth today.
Yeah.
He played Fox.
Yeah, he went a lot of Fox, but
I felt like, especially in grand finals, Stango was like, you guys like knew each other. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the same way.
We actually had like a pretty similar grand finals last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We met in grand finals. He beat me the first set, and
oh, what the heck?
And then I somehow clutched it out the second set.
Wow, right on, dude.
Yeah.
I felt like Life of the Fox, man. I felt like Marth. Like, the reason why Marth is so prevalent is like Fox exists, Space exists, you know. But I think on the Fox's end, it feels like you got to be clutch. You know, you got to find those openings in this last stock situation. I felt like you were so good at that today.
Yeah, I really had to like pull out all the stops. Like,
do you feel like that's something? Because you can't like practice it, I guess. But like, how do you kind of like keep yourself composed in those situations? It's like micro. Is it like you just feel comfortable? Do you stick to like a game plan?
Well, I've been playing for a really long time, so like stuff like nerves and tournament pressure, it's like has less of an effect on me after all these years. It's like I can like brush it off a little more easily. Against Marth though, especially Stango, like basically I think what I think was going on was like Marth is really good at like, you know, keeping you out of his zone or grabbing you if you get into his zone. And I, as a player, really just like to like go in there and attack, and that's really like you can't really play the matchup that way. Unfortunately for me,
right?
Like, I had to go way out of my comfort zone. I had to go way out of my comfort zone to beat Stango. Like every single approach option, like every single angle I tried, like nothing was working out, and I kind of had to resort to what I did last night, where it's like I realized that Stango's really good at doing just what I was describing, where Marth kind of like stays in his area and like, you know, walls you out with forward air or like dashes back and grabs you, stuff like that. So I really have to like force him to actually do something other than what he's most comfortable with, because he's comfortable just like sitting there, you know, spamming forward air, like dash back grab. Like I have to make him like, I have to make it a little more balanced. Like I just kept running in, getting hit, getting grabbed.
That first game of the second set was definitely just you like forcing something. I loved it, my man. Like that's like you.
Yeah, I mean
I love players that
like
stick
to play,
their play.
But
yeah,
sometimes
man.
you get deaded.
Little humility. Yeah, I think a lot of players could learn from that.
And so, you know, I tried to throw in like just some more. I tried to be more liberal with my dash dancing, my lasers, just try to make him do something, because I feel like Stango's a bit weaker at like actually approaching.
Okay.
Like he's really good at, you know, being stationary and like controlling his zone.
Right.
But when I'm making him come to me, it's like he's way worse at that, pretty much, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, it's definitely something he can work on. I think that's like the defining thing about Zane is like he doesn't have that weakness. He's, you know, super good, you know, with, you know, the defensive side, but then also if he realizes that once he realizes that you realize that you have no way in, that's the second that he starts applying like aggressive pressure, basically. And it's just like when Zane's playing well like that, he makes you feel like there's nothing you can do, pretty much, because it's like, oh man, like I can't get in on him, and as soon as I try to switch to a defensive mode, he's on the aggressive with like really good pressure. Like, whereas I feel like Stango was like struggling a bit more with the approaching aggressive side. And yeah, the final game of set 2, just like I guess I must have turned on clutch mode or something, because I was just I kept my first stock for a while. I got like 2 kills before losing the first stock, and then honestly, when I got the last up smash of the tournament, I was like, wait, is that it?
It's over, yeah, before it's over,
yeah,
right?
Like
10 games. Yeah, it went really fast. Like, you guys blew each other up. And I was actually really surprised not to see you. Did you not use Marth at all this tournament? Or is that like a dead? Am I just so out of the...
No. I definitely go through phases with Marth. Like,
okay.
I do play him in friendlies and even in local tournaments sometimes, like in Georgia. But I just have so much more comfort and experience, tournament experience, namely with Fox, that like usually I'm just like, I'd rather go Fox. Like,
okay.
So I really have to be feeling the Marth. I did have a plan. It's actually pretty funny. I was like, I've been losing on FD all day pretty much. Like, I beat the Marth, they counterpick me FD, they like free stock me. So I was planning on trying the Marth if he counterpicked FD, but he never did.
Oh, okay.
And I was low-key relieved because, you know, it was getting later and later in the set. Like, I wanted it, like, ideal situation is like I win the first game of Grand Finals, and then he counterpicks FD, and then I get to just test it out right off the bat.
Yeah.
But, like, he kept not counterpicking there, like, and the tournament was going on, and then he actually could have counterpicked me to FD on the final game.
Right.
And it's like, oh my goodness, do I just pull out Marth on the final game of the tournament? Like
I mean, that'd be the hero.
Then my plan, like, you know, I was ready to go Marth like at the beginning of Grand Finals, not on the game 5 of, you know, set 2. So I'm pretty low-key relieved that he didn't go FD.
I felt like, if this was a tournament for everyone to just go Marth. Yeah, you of all people, I was like, holy smokes. But I didn't know how comfortable you were playing. And
yeah, I've been playing Fox all day, so I just stuck with Fox for the most part.
And you guys got second in teams.
Yeah, we're
very cool.
Pretty close to winning, but Lucky and Cactuar got us.
Right,
Cactuar
outfoxed amazing today.
Oh my god, like,
wow.
He just like leaves for like a year and then comes back and is like, hey, I'm still good, by the way.
Sure, I'll get third, easy. Yeah, I definitely think the best step was.
He's so patient too. It's
yeah,
like,
right.
In places that no one else like is like in a situation where everyone else would be like, oh my gosh, I have to do something. He's just like, no.
Like that's especially it was really obvious in the Marth Ditto. Every Marth is so like technical now. I mean, these like crazy combos. He's just kind of like, fair.
Yep.
And you're like,
very
very
deliberate.
Yeah,
like,
I like it.
Nothing flashy, just does the job.
Repping the veterans.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah,
that's great, man. How's the tournament?
I'm obviously pretty happy.
Yeah, you're pretty pleased.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I still can't believe it, honestly. I was just like, I was struggling, like.
It looked hard. Yeah. It looked really hard, just demanding. You know,
Did he win 5 games in a row, or did I? Because I know he 3-0'd me in the first set.
Yeah, you reversed. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
It was the hardest possible way to win. You almost got forced onto one game. You're like, well, I guess I gotta try to win. I think that speaks a lot about players. They just keep fighting.
It definitely tests your mindset when you're losing over and over.
Yeah.
Like you really have to know your own worth, like, because a lot of people they lose or get 4-stocked or lose repeatedly, and they're just like, it's really hard not to let that get to your psyche and be like, oh man, I suck. I just keep losing. It's like you have to just know how good you are. You have to believe in yourself. It's like,
wow.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Oh man, are you like a yoga instructor?
But yeah, like I said, the fact that I've been playing so long helps.
Pretty cool.
I've been able to work on that aspect for many years.
So do you have any advice for any upcoming players, maybe getting into the scene, or some veterans that struggle at tournaments anyway? What's the best way to improve?
A lot of people have differing opinions on that subject. I've never been much of a lab rat, really.
Okay.
I kind of just play friendlies. And Just kind of I tell this to all my friends, everyone I meet, but I'm super instinctive when it comes to melee. I just my brain just automatically identifies the problems and like just starts thinking about
Cool.
like how do I, if I keep losing to this, like, what other option should I choose? If I keep losing to this, what other option should I choose? He keeps doing this over and over. What beats that? And that's kind of like what goes through my subconscious when I'm playing.
Just play. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. So yeah, just play a lot. Try to think about what's happening, why you're dying, why you're getting hit.
Okay.
If you keep dying, getting gimped for something, try doing something else. Even if the alternative option seems, I think that's a problem some people have. Like they get stuck on an option because, they think like, oh, that's the good option. Like I can't do, the example that comes to mind is like when Spaceys are side Bing all the time. It's like, oh, well, it's the fastest option. If I just up B, I'm a sitting duck. He's just going to come and edge guard me. But it's like you can't give someone the benefit of the doubt like that. You can't be like, oh, he can cover every option every time.
Right. I feel like a Marth. Yeah, your recoveries, they didn't look good because they're getting hit, but they were amazing.
Yeah. It's pretty hard. Like Marth's pretty good at edge guarding, so.
Yeah, right.
It's hard.
All right, my man. Well, it was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again.
I'm so happy.
Well, I'll try to blow up my voice next time, I guess.
All right. Are we heading out now?
Yeah. Signing
right.
out, kids.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Till next time.
It'll be next time.